Hello. There it
It's
is.
all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Comix Podcast. I feel like every time I host, I'm going to sing it just like that. Comix Podcast, right? Okay. So we have another fun-filled evening of smack talk, sipping drinks, mildly inappropriate jokes, as well as topics ranging from nailed it, as well as topics ranging from someone getting casted in the Mortal Kombat movie all the way to this writer's strike that is only picking up steam. I am hosting this evening.
Damn.
Ouch, my self-esteem. I thought I was going to be all right. I thought I was doing okay. But I'm Mighty Mosby. I thought it was cool, but I guess not.
I think the people were booing the writer's strike.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Whew, thought it was me.
No, you're good. You're good.
And as always, I am joined with several handsome men. We have Esteban.
What's going on?
Luis. Andres.
Howdy.
And Ash himself. Ash.
Damn, she says handsome men, and then I'm last. Fucked up. I ranked it.
All these
All
dudes, Ash is there too.
And Ash. and the rest.
And
The
don't
podcast.
last but not
podcast
least.
and Ash.
And we also, surprise, are going to have a little Disney trivia tonight. Disney. See, that's when you're supposed to put the sound effect in. Do, right? Right?
There you go.
There it is.
Is
But before we get started, who's got the drink tonight? Who's introducing the drink? Luis, what are you drinking, sir?
I have a tasty beverage here. I've never talked about this whiskey before. It is called Buffalo Trace.
You've definitely
I'm absolutely lying. This is
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
and my jokes did not land. One wonderful drink. Very nice to drink neat. It's very smooth. Buffalo Trace gets you drunk for cheap. Get you some. Cheers.
Get you drunk for cheap. They don't sponsor us, but it get you drunk for cheap. So check.
I'm sure they'd love that fucking that catch line.
Right?
They did. They
did.
Esteban edited
I
it like
saw.
6 months ago.
I
Oh, you
saw.
saw that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this build some traction.
I am part of the show.
Okay, where
Occasionally.
upon occasion. So where's Buffalo Trace from? Who makes that? Who makes it?
Wonderful question.
I'm sure our boys over there.
The fine folks at Buffalo Trace make Buffalo
I'm sure
Trace.
our boys over there really love this.
I feel like that kid
I know.
meme, right, where you just look at the camera.
Hey, yo, they make Eagle Rare, and Eagle Rare is pretty good.
Eagle Rare is delicious.
I'm always curious where the
Yeah,
whiskey
Buffalo Trace Distillery, Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Mhm.
Hey, because
Yeah.
it's not from Kentucky.
Yeah,
legit.
Franklin County, Kentucky.
There it is. They have some of the best whiskey bourbons out there. Just if you ever get to Louisville, just take the bourbon tours. You'll have a great time.
Sounds like a wonderful time.
It's taking me back. But before we get into the topics, I'm hitting us with a trivia question right off the bat. Bing, 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 bing. This is just an open one because I don't think anybody really knows.
Ooh, bring it.
What year did Disneyland open? Oh, Googling aloud.
19. I'm gonna go with 1923.
1923 is
No,
on the board.
what? No.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't know.
There was a Great Depression and everything.
68?
1923 is on the board. Next.
It was like
Andres at
19
68.
68 is on the board. Next.
I say it's 53.
53 is on the
Seems
board.
early.
I say 65.
65 is on the board, and they are all incorrect. It was 1955.
Oh, because there's a
55.
lot of black and white Club Mickey, like when they, Annette Filicheno. No, I'm saying that wrong, but her. There's a lot of 50s Mickey
Yeah.
clubs.
Big time.
Mickey
Mr.
Avalon, too?
1923. You think it survived the Great Depression? Come on.
Because
It's not going to
I know Disney World opened in '79, and it was like they learned from the mistakes that Disneyland did, and like they tried to improve upon it, like making it too narrow. I know you saw that.
I did. I want to go
Make
see
it making like making making the fucking town hall area like super narrow and stuff
Yeah.
to make it wider for people.
Yeah.
Very similar to like how New York's architecture was built, and it's so small and crowded because it was designed back when we were still on horseback before cars were invented. California is a lot roomier because California as a civilization was established after cars have already been a thing. It's a fun little history.
Mm.
Chew on it.
Learning. Thank you.
Fine,
Andres.
These nuts.
Andres.
Got him.
Do you press the button and then it plays 5 minutes later? How does that work?
Wow, you're such a dick.
The side profile with the way he's drinking, like, nailed it.
I know he's like really proud of himself when he's fucking plays.
Slightly, a little bit.
Said, the hell with y'all. I'm over here trying to make it spicy and y'all giving me shit. Here we go.
We just can't have two different, like really off topics, kind of like the writer's strike, and then featuring Mose. Boo.
Yeah.
Like so.
I feel like
Let's
he presses the
do
button and it
negative,
goes-
negative, positive.
Come
Negative,
on,
negative,
hey, I'm
positive.
working the kinks out of this bitch.
Give him a chance, guys. Let's give him a chance. He might know what he's doing.
I'm pissed.
Doing my best. There it is. That one was good. That one was good. Andres, what's our first topic?
First topic is not a topic. We're going into recommendation. Or do we have one? Anyway,
Oh, shows?
Yeah, for
I recommend you not watch Titans. That's what I recommend.
Done.
because like since I haven't seen an episode, done and
Nailed it.
I'm interested after the first episode with the Lex Luthor thing, but I'm sure I'm going to be let down. But
They
it has
tried.
my interest, but I can't.
The writers, I don't know who those guys are, but
ugh, please don't do
I don't know if they
anything.
watched Teen Titans for real or read the actual. You know what?
Is this still very like CW? Is that
Yeah,
what the
that's what I
problem
was
is?
gonna say.
Incredibly,
It's really
incredibly.
CW-y.
So much.
I feel like they go by numbers. Like, okay, these two people need to hook up. Okay, blah blah
Right.
blah. Like they go by fucking not nerd knowledge. They go by like what the fuck when they pull them all in a room
Yeah.
and they say like, oh, I like these two people, but blah blah blah.
Oh,
Anyway.
when they do,
Focus groups?
yeah,
The
focus group, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not working, people.
It's definitely
It's the last
CW
season, though.
energy, just a whole lot of F-bombs for no reason. Just
Like he's already
casually
finished.
As
isn't he?
a proponent of the F-bomb, there's any reason is a good reason.
I mean,
Well, then that sounds like it's definitely focused to like the teenager audience. They just
It's-
curse for the sake of cursing. You think you're cool?
right? They definitely wanted them to be like, these aren't the Teen Titans you grew up with on Cartoon Network. And it's like, we know, man. Like y'all already ruined that with Teen Titans Go. So
Well, remember it created a buzz with the first season when we saw that trailer,
yeah,
and at
with
the end
all
of
due
it,
respect, I liked the first season. I'm talking
first
a
se-
lot of shit,
the
but I
first
enjoyed
season
the first-
I dug it. I was really into it, and that was when DC DC Ultimate Unlimited
Yeah.
was trying to get its gears going for its own streaming service, and I was all about it. I was fucking supporting it. That and Harley
Right?
Quinn were the breakout shows. And it was
I
like,
was watching that shit too.
yeah. And then they're like, oh, it's being taken over by HBO Max, and I'm like, oh, now we got HBO Max budget. Let's go, season 2, and it was garbage.
It was
Garbage.
Now they're
all
just
over the board.
babysitters.
It was bad. It's so bad. It's just like so stiff. No one has chemistry. It's like they all hate each other. Nobody has chemistry anymore. The one-liners are just, it's like they're pulling shit out of a hat. Like make Robin say, what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, but like CW Flash, like looks like we have to keep things chill. Like, but they're fighting some guy that like it's just stupid
Oh,
puns.
no, not the Bruckheimer dialogue. Chill.
God damn.
Chill.
But I was very much into Flash and Arrow when it first.
As was I.
Arrow fan. Arrow, big time. I defended Arrow with my last breath all the way to the end of that terrible season. I was always there. Like, I don't care what you say.
Yeah, I was diehard Arrow. I really wanted to like Legends of Tomorrow. I really tried.
I like the first seasons of Legend of Tomorrow, and I enjoyed Flash a lot, but there is just too many goddamn episodes of that shit. Like, I can't believe how, like, back in the day, seasons used to be like fucking 22
episodes long.
Yeah,
Like,
22, 26 episodes, some shit like that.
How the fuck am I gonna stream this shit?
Right. And it's like every episode's so long, and you don't know which ones matter, which ones don't. It becomes
and there's like
work.
Which ones are the filler in between? Are the filler? No, I stayed away from Legends of Tomorrow. I was not fucking with them when they had Oliver and Felicity hook up just so they could get rid of Roy. They got rid of Roy for that, and I was like, "That's dumb, so dumb." Felicity and Roy made all the sense. That was dumb.
And then Felicity cut her hair, and I
hated Felicity. Gosh,
I never watched. I just knew she cut her hair, and everybody lost their shit.
And I dug what's his name? I was a big Matt Ryan fan, and since he was Constantine in the canceled Constantine show, which was good, by the way.
It was.
But it got canceled on ABC. And so when they're like, oh, let's recast him for Legends. NBC, thank you. And it's let's cast him for Legends of Tomorrow as like one of the main people. I was like, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. And it wasn't.
It was not.
But kudos to Matt Ryan for still voicing Constantine. That's cool in the cartoon.
Right? He does such a good job.
Yeah, they got you, Luis, huh?
Fuck yeah, dude. Hook, line, and sinker. I was like, this is gonna be the best season ever. Best season ever. And it was nice.
That was the time we should have got a like, come on, sound guy.
Well, if he hits it now, it'll play
better. Keep that one locked and loaded.
Boom! Rosario Dawson. Got it.
Why are you calling Mose a bitch? She's doing a great job.
I don't give a fuck.
He's determined to play all of them.
I'm gonna kill you old style.
Old style.
As opposed to new style.
As opposed to the new shoes. Oh my gosh. Okay, trivia question. Like, who's the other host? Trivia question. Shh. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, like 5 minutes later.
Oh my gosh. How many brothers does Prince Hans of the Southern Isles have in Frozen? Some of y'all got kids. I feel like y'all should know this.
7?
Who said 7? Esteban
I said 7.
7 on the board. Next.
Yeah.
How many brothers? 4?
I'll go 4.
4 on the board. Next.
I've never seen Frozen, but I'm going 4.
You haven't seen Frozen?
I've never seen Frozen. My margarita is still fucking freezing.
Go with 2.
2? Andres?
He just took my answer, so I guess I'll go 3.
All of y'all were wrong again. The answer was 12.
What the fuck?
Like the disciples.
12. I remember that scene.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Is that Zach?
It was. Yes, it was Zach.
From chill to by taking off his gloves. That's about it. All right, next topic.
Next topic isn't a topic again. We're going to comments, so whoever's got them, do it.
Comment on
nobody. Awesomeness. I feel like that's something we should have prepped beforehand, but yeah.
Yeah, but see, the best part is that I put it in the Google Doc, so if it was red.
Easy, Vanna.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Jesus.
Oh, we are having fun. I love it.
How about we move on to the next one?
What's on the list, Andres? Next.
Moving on to the actual topics of the show.
Here it is.
We are going to talk about
Yeah.
Carl Urban to play Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 2.
So it has been confirmed that Carl Urban shall be playing Johnny Cage. And
it was confirmed?
Confirmed.
That's
there you go. That's a good timing one.
And that's my kind of response.
Thanks, Dad.
I feel like in the last episode, I was kind of like not digging it, thinking he was a little too old for the role. I was thinking that was my vibe. Andres, what do you think?
So this isn't anything against Carl Urban because I really, really love Carl Urban.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what the story is going to be, but I tend to agree with you that it is too old. And he doesn't kind of have his build in the game either.
Mm.
Like he seems too thick to play
Thick with
that character.
You know who would have been a good Kano?
I could see
Yes.
that. Plus,
Agreed.
he is like
Yes.
Australian. Would have the accent.
Agree. Absolutely, that would have been a
Like
way.
that would be dead on casting, and then you could like elevate that character since Carl Urban has a bigger profile right now.
But Jai Courtney is Jai Courtney. He's just like so.
Jai Courtney.
Yeah, like I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like he's the kind of person that's perfect for how dumb Kano is. Like, no
can see
offense,
that.
Jai Courtney, you might be a genius, but like his characters that he plays. Plus, he was Captain Boomerang, and
Yeah, I was gonna say his Captain
they
Boomerang.
seem like the same kind of energy.
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
No, so it worked for me. But I still could definitely see Carl Urban in that.
Finish him.
Oh, I don't know why I went to Power Rangers.
I have no clue either.
Yeah, I got Sub-Zero from that. I got Sub-Zero.
Okay, I was like, this looks like Morphin Time a little bit, but yes, I'm sending out
It could be both.
Yeah, I'm making it work. Luis, what do you think about Carl Urban?
Pretty on point with how Andres sees it. It's not particularly happy about it, but considering how old all the characters were around the main character in the last film that came out, I would imagine that it's like they're already established people, and that it may have been they've been through the tournament before, and then the new guy, the original character with the fucking body armor guy, that he's looking for guidance or something. I mean, that seems like the logical path for it to go, but I mean, we'll see. I was going to say I'll have faith in the studio, but the last film, if it wasn't a direct to HBO Max during the pandemic, I don't know how great it would have been. Like, it wasn't that good of a film. I wanted it to be better. Like, how did the original Mortal Kombat be better than that? Like, but
agree. Dang. Even though I love the guy that plays Scorpion, and we talked about him before.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he's so fucking badass.
Sato is his last name. He has a big part in John Wick Chapter 4.
Yes, he does.
And he's fucking samurai shitting the fuck out of
old
a bunch
school,
of goons.
Super respectful samurai vibes. I like that. I saw him for the first time in The Last Samurai. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah, he was in that.
That's right. He was in that movie.
Esteban, what are you thinking? Either about Carl Urban or just about Mortal Kombat altogether?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just I don't like it.
It's not working, right?
It's not. It's just it's not fitting he doesn't fit, you know. It's like at this point it's one of those where they're trying to like force it, you know. Like I get it, like he's great in The Boys. He was great as Dredd, you know, but
Dredd was fucking amazing.
Dredd was good.
Yeah, he was great as Dredd. But as Johnny Cage, I don't see it, man.
Because he's more sassy.
Right, I was gonna say Johnny Cage.
You know who I can see? You know who I can see as Johnny Cage, and I know he's everywhere right now, is Pedro Pascal. I can see him as Johnny Cage.
No.
Dude, did you see him in Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle?
Playing that cowboy. You know what? You might be onto something. He did a
I'm telling you.
He did a good job as Whiskey. Wait a minute.
I'm telling you.
Here's the weird thing about the new Judge Dredd, though. When he was like when they did the whole Batman thing of like he's a bad guy, like the city turns on him kind of thing. He went to his friend Fred. So that means there was a Judge Fred, which took me out of the movie.
Really?
There was multiple judges in that everyone is.
I know, but it's still Judge Fred.
Yeah,
Judge
You
Fred.
don't even get the cool name.
I mean, we can't all be Dredd. There's got to be like a Judge Robert. Like,
If
come
we
on.
named our shows, it would be we can't all be
We
Dread.
can't all be Dredd. Okay, so it seems like overall we're not really feeling Carl Urban.
You asked
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, maybe they're doing a Raiden thing where he's been through it, and
So then
he's
what are they
gonna
gonna do with Raiden? Sorry.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like maybe he's already been through it, and he's gonna lead them to the fucking tournament, and it's his last match or his last, like the Miz. It's my last chance to make something of myself. And
oh,
was that his fucking?
No, I'm just saying how he's always trying to get back to character wise. He's always trying to get back to where he was in 2008 or whatever.
Damn.
What do you? So we got a few people on TikTok. Diana saying, "What about the Miz as Johnny Cage?"
Now that visually I can see it.
Or Chris Pratt as Johnny Cage. That's said by Alex.
Don't say Chris Pratt.
Also, I could see that.
Delete.
No, I could see it, but no.
But I don't want to.
I'd rather not. Yeah.
I don't think he can fight like that.
Now, I mean, the man. I was not for him being Mario, and he surprised me with his acting on it. Like I never hearing Chris Pratt in the Mario movie. I was never like, that's Chris Pratt. It was always, that's Mario. So he's a good actor. He could probably do it. But
it's not going to be Marvel level where everybody's going to be a name because people are going to die. You know what I mean? Like Keanu will show up for the day just to, play a character and die, but not Chris Pratt. You know what I mean? Like he'd be
right.
You're going to waste all that money. Not that it would be a waste, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
but that would be a big wow factor too, though. If you got like a bunch of A-listers and then you don't know which one of them,
that would be a smart.
Like Keanu could be the blind fighter. I don't even know his name. There's so many iterations of Mortal Kombat, but like, for him to just die in the first round and be like, oh shit, and then you go on to the next one and it's like Chris Pratt versus fucking Jet Li, and be like, oh shit, one of them has to die. Like, yeah, just like you can have fun with it.
Actual deaths.
This actor gave his life for this film.
Have you seen the cartoon Street Fighter 2? The cartoon one?
Yeah.
Where the fights just happened naturally. It wasn't like everybody circle up. Like it just happened naturally.
25 years ago or something?
Yeah, that one?
Pretty much.
That's a good one.
It was really old. Or
When
it
I
is
was
really
like a freshman in fucking high school?
Yeah.
It still exists.
Chun-Li got jumped in the shower by Vega. Yeah.
That's true. I saw that. My name is that what it said?
I didn't hear it. It was cutting out. Something about jizz.
What?
Now, Luis.
That's what he heard.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. Got it.
That's what I thought I heard.
Just Jeff.
Next topic, please.
Next topic is the writer's strike and celebrities joining their brothers and sisters in the picket line. And by that, you could tell where I side on this.
You did say brothers and sisters. So last week we talked about this a little bit. We touched on it, and we talked about like some of the motivations behind it and how hard writers work and the behind the scenes things that can make the industry ugly for the smaller people on these productions. And then every time you hopped on Twitter or Facebook, you saw another celebrity, another Netflix star, another household name siding with the writers. What are you thinking, Esteban?
Yeah, I think good on them. And are we as a society that is just looking for content like our shows and whatnot, are we going to suffer? Yeah, but you know what? I'll take it. The reason why is all they're asking for is 3%. 3%. Okay? That's all they're asking for is 3%. And you know the reason why this all ended up taking off? Because they were these big studios were looking at AI to write scripts.
Yep, heard about that. Gross.
Like,
imagine.
Yeah, it's just like they want AI to write the script. Why? Because again, it is cheap labor. You know, you just have a computer do it and you're done. And you know what? No joke. I looked into like one of these little AI apps, and I'm not kidding you. I typed in there, write me a script, a supernatural script. And I'm not kidding you. It just went boom, 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 and just like without stopping. You know, and I'm watching my phone. I'm like, this is fucking Skynet. Like
terrible.
This is horrible, you know? So yeah, it's I don't agree with it. I like pay the people, you know, and you know what, rightfully so. If I were these showrunners or these writers, the threats that I use that loosely, that they were putting on their picket boards where they say, I will ruin Succession for you, for everyone.
Please don't.
I will ruin this show for everyone. Fucking do it.
Please don't.
Like, I fucking do it. I am so for that. You know, I am so for that. Just ruin it. I don't give a fuck. Do it. Get your money.
Get your cash.
Get paid.
They deserve it. They deserve it. Writers
do one and then
and
do another, just so they know you're telling the truth. Like, what else is the big? What else is it? You know what I mean? Like, ruin that one, but then say, now I'm gonna ruin fucking, I don't know what's big. I don't watch regular TV, but Grey's Anatomy. I don't know what the fuck. But you know what I mean? Like,
bitch, who even watches regular TV? Shut up.
Or Flashpoint.
Ooh. Ruin the new Flash film. Ruin that. I saw a picture,
you know,
of the Batman logo on top of it. What's going on? Sorry, sidebar. Go ahead, Esteban.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like a lot of the shows are stopping production. You know, Blade production has stopped. Stranger Things stopped production. You know, there's a few other shows that are stopping production because of the writer strike. One, unfortunately, which I think is going to suffer, is Rings of Power. They are actually moving forward without the showrunners. The showrunners will not be on set. The writers will not be on set, and they are still. Amazon has decided to move forward with still filming season 2, and I think that is going to really hurt them.
I mean, season 1 wasn't amazing either.
I was going to say that same thing, Luis. First, I was going to say House of Dragons is still filming too without their writers on set.
Yeah.
And then I was also going to point out that everybody kind of was complaining about the writers from season 1 of Rings of Power. So maybe now you guys can get what you asked for. A show.
And I'm still going to watch it because it is on record to be the most expensive TV show ever made. So kind of want to see what that budget looks like.
I also want to know if I guessed correct as to who is going to be Sauron. So I would like to know if I was correct.
Yeah, jumping to our TikTok feed. We've got some comments in here. Diana again says, you get what you pay for. The studios want cheap labor. They're gonna get garbage shows. Plain and simple.
Pretty much.
They're gonna take everything from focus groups and be like, insert blonde girl, insert fucking Ryan Reynolds look-alike, insert fucking Michael B. Jordan look-alike. It's gonna be, when I say look-alike, you know what I mean? Like fucking, and we're gonna bring in blah blah blah. How many shows where the show gets boring and they bring in a new character and it just kills the whole fucking show?
Look at Sega Genesis.
It's gonna be that blonde girl from Euphoria everywhere. What is her name?
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Between her and Ortega chick, I'm just like,
hey.
It was Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller.
That damn Miles Teller.
Yeah.
How did he get famous? I don't understand it.
Ouch.
I keep saying that. I'm like,
Miles Teller has now stopped following us.
These views do not reflect our conglomerate.
You're on Top Gun 3.
But that drumming movie he did was good.
Hell yeah.
That
was a banger.
That was good.
Drumline?
What was it called?
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
I was like, Drumline?
Drumline.
Oh, that was the canon.
What the fuck was perfect? What the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, you made me choke.
That was awesome.
Okay, trivia question.
Yeah.
Get your Disney brains a working. I might actually pause and see if anybody watching thinks they have the answer to this question as well. Feel free to join in, audience. What is the name of Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast?
Dude, you're going deep cut with all these questions. I thought I was gonna school you guys.
Oh no.
Oh, Philippe.
No.
Someone is named Philippe. Philippe is
it's the horse. God damn it.
someone is named
The fact that you know that.
he knows the horse.
Gaston says his name, and I can't.
Several people say his name in the movie, guys.
That's my favorite fucking Disney movie, by the way.
Right? That's my little sister's favorite movie.
I'm
That's
going
my
with
little
Papa
sister's
Bell.
favorite Disney. She always wanted
Papa Bell?
What?
Papa Bell, goddamn
Papa
it.
Bell. Okay, so we've got Philippe on the board. Papa Bell.
Yeah, it was a pizza.
I mean,
this is making me sad.
It's wrong, but
I got nothing. I was looking for a very stereotypical like
French
name, and I couldn't think of one.
Yeah. Oh, French.
Guy?
So
Guy.
Guy.
Guy?
Guy. We have Guy on the board.
Yeah, Guy's on the board. G-U-Y.
I'm so mad when I say the answer.
What the fuck?
And
loud.
everyone,
That is so
everyone
loud.
whoever was like listening or watching just
We
fucking has
apologize.
hearing damage, and we have to pay for it now. Thank you.
Disclaimer. Listening to this podcast might rupture eardrums.
My
But
bad.
it's worth it. Ash, I'm still
fucking-
waiting for your guess.
Oh, I said I don't know why I'm going Carlos.
Carlos for a French.
Nice.
Okay. The answer, anybody in the audience answering? Is anybody in the audience answering before I give the answer?
No one's answered yet.
The answer is Maurice.
Maurice.
Maurice. I told you were going to be mad when you heard
Maurice. Woo, woo.
That's exactly what I just did. Thanks, Ash. Because if mine didn't hit, you had to go double down on it. Thank
there it
you.
is.
That means I got your back, bro.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I got a follow up. I have a follow up trivia question that I feel should be much easier. This one should be much easier.
Is the bus red?
Who was the colorist on
Dale? It's Dale is Chip's partner.
Who was Dopey's cousin?
Cinderella
In
pie.
Dopey's
Snow White
backstory.
too, you'll know.
What is his favorite pie?
What is
Is it a
the
backstory?
female rescue ranger? And that would
It's
be
canon. It's canon.
Chip.
Okay, so what was the first Pixar movie ever?
Oh, I think Toy Story.
Yeah, I would go with
Toy
that.
Story is on the board.
That's where I was going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was
Except for Toy Story.
at least I blew it up. Oh, Bugs is Bugs Life Pixar?
Bugs Life?
It is Pixar.
I think
Okay.
you're good. Yeah.
Tinker
And the
Toy.
trailer says from the makers of Toy Story for Bugs Life. Just throwing that out there.
Shaking my head. Esteban, what'd you say?
I said Tinker Toy.
Tinker Toy. The hell is that?
Showgirls.
Okay.
Starring Pixar. I don't remember that. Yeah,
They're
the
gonna
opening
ban us
thing.
from the park.
Oh my god, the showgirls.
They like toys. More than that, they love titties.
I'm just imagining the version of
If
Pixar.
you like Toy Story, watch Showgirls.
Wait till you see these toys we have.
Leave
Oh,
the kids
Christ.
at home. Man.
That was an out of control penis right there, sir.
Oh snap. The answer was Toy Story. You got it. See?
Oh, God. It would have been so great if it was Showgirls. From the studio that brought you Showgirls.
That's how they got the money for Toy Story.
You do the work that you need to do so that you can do the work you want to do.
There it is.
How you live life.
Okay, next topic, Andres.
Next topic is Tom Hiddleston and Mark Hamill starred in Stephen King's The Life of Chuck.
Ooh. What do you
Was
think
this a big book? I'd have never seen it. Or I've never heard of it.
Is this a big book?
It's from a
No, not a big book, like
short stories. Stephen King.
Is this a grown-up book? Is it a chapter book?
Are
there any pictures?
Is that what this book is? Does it have pictures?
How many chapters are there?
Are there Cliff Notes?
Does Cliff Notes still exist?
Probably not.
Spark Notes. There's Spark Notes now.
Spark Notes still exists? Nice. I used that in grad school. That's what's up. Okay, so Life of Chuck is one of the novellas in Stephen King's Let It Bleed series. So he wrote a series of short novellas of the horror variety. Life of Chuck starts at the end with a man's death and works his way back and causes you to question the meaning of life, the journey to death, things of that nature.
That's cool.
Anybody got any thoughts about Tom Hiddleston and Stephen King stuff? Go ahead, Andres.
I had more that it's being helmed by Mike Flanagan, who's done another Stephen King project with God damn it, and it just slipped my head. Ewan McGregor starred in
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he did Dr. Sleep, and he has a good horror, well, I guess soft horror pedigree, depending on how you like your horror. So with that, I'm a fan of his, so I am looking forward to that. I like Tom Hiddleston, so that's another thing that's got me in.
Excited for him, of course.
I'm cool with Mark Hamill. I mean, he is everyone's Luke Skywalker, so don't hate there. So I'm intrigued.
Okay, Luis.
Sidebar question: is Dr. Sleep worth the watch?
Oh, good question.
I haven't seen it. I saw that it got added on HBO Max, but I haven't seen it.
Kind of, yeah.
There is an extended or director's cut, and I think that it's been on HBO for a while, and they do have that one. If you go through the options, I would watch that.
The
Got it. So that was a very indirect. You didn't want to say it wasn't that good.
It depends on how much you like Stephen King and his works. I will say that.
In the extended version, it's more his work. Is that why?
Just watch.
It's more him.
Yeah, just watch.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Sounds fun.
Okay, you can watch it. By the way, since I know you're
a pussy. I understand.
No, I was gonna say your avoidance of horror. I wasn't gonna talk shit, but
do not
fuck her right in the pussy.
Damn.
Do not watch Evil Dead Rise. I saw that a couple days ago. I know I saw it a couple weeks ago.
I liked it a lot.
Evil Dead Rise was fucking amazing.
I'm talking to Ash.
Yeah,
talking to Ash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ash gets scared easy. Sleeps with a blankie. Probably
not in life. Just
he's not a fan of.
I will say that you will never look at a cheese grater the same.
Cheese grater.
I wish they would have done more with that. That's the only thing. Like they didn't do enough with that cheese grater.
Yeah,
the cheese grater. Yeah,
I cringed quite a bit watching that movie. It was good. The final act was very cute in doing such an homage to the original director. God damn it, his name's slipping.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. Like the camera he's like when she's running and like the camera is like on her, the panic cam.
Yeah.
And, like, the blood and a lot of the stuff. Like I was like, okay, it's almost a masterpiece. Do not say groovy at the end or don't call it a boomstick. There were so many elements that I was like, they're gonna do it. Please don't do it. And then they didn't. So I'm like,
well, that's the same thing with the chainsaw and
yeah, dude. I was like, oh, is she gonna go full on fucking Ash? But no, she didn't.
Is this the same world kind of thing, or like a prequel, or
it started over?
It started over. So like, but it revolves around the book. That was from the OG movie.
Necronomicon.
I have part 1 and 2 of the actual An Army of Death or Army of Darkness. Those ones, those are the extent I can take.
Army of Darkness.
Oh, then you'll be fine. Watch Evil Dead Rise. You'll be fine.
Or you'll
be fine.
Or you could watch the 2016 remake.
That one was.
Oh yeah, the 2016 one was actually pretty good.
I dig it.
Okay.
Oh, the director.
The one where she's under and she can.
Yeah.
That was a whole. Okay.
No CGI. 100% no CGI in the Evil Dead remake. It was all prosthetics. Were being sawed off and shit. It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, she takes an electric knife to her tongue, which was fantastic.
But why though?
Because she was
For
possessed.
funsies.
For funsies. I don't need my tongue. Who needs a tongue?
She was possessed.
Got it. I always wonder why in possession demons get in the body and then destroy the body. Don't you just want to kick it? Don't you want to get up and walk around and do stuff? Like, why?
By the way, there is this good podcast. I'll look up the name of it right now that I was listening to. That's supposed to be with an exorcist, and he talks about all his cases. And he talks about
fucking send it over, man.
He talks about how he has relics from like saints that work on certain demons, depending on, and then the demons have names. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's supposed to be like,
oh yes, fucking send that shit over.
Actual exorcist, and
that's what's weird is I love that, but it's just the visual.
Pretty good listen. Like the first one kind of is like, oh, I don't know what I'm listening to, but get through the first episode and then it gets better.
Are you guys gonna watch the Pope's Exorcist?
I heard it's not good.
I heard it wasn't scary, but I heard storytell wise it was decent. But if you're watching it for a horror film, it's not good.
What is the Pope's Exorcist?
What is it?
Apparently, it's
Russell Crowe movie. It's
inspired
by true events.
I just watched that.
Oh yeah,
not forgettable, huh?
Yeah.
I was like,
she's like, what movie is that? I don't remember.
I didn't know that was the title. I was like, oh, it's an Exorcist movie. I didn't realize that was the Pope's Exorcist. Russell Crowe doing an Italian accent. I am an exorcist.
It's actually, you know, but okay, so the funny thing is, okay, so I saw
Italian, not
Rise,
Dracula.
Okay.
You can fool me.
I saw Evil Dead Rise, and then I think it was like a couple nights ago. I couldn't sleep. I was just flipping through TikTok, right? I was flipping through TikTok, and I don't know who did it. Okay, I saved the page, and legit had the movie like fucking amazing quality. And I'm watching it. I'm just watching it fucking 3 minutes at a time. So I'm at like part 187, and I'm just like, this is fucking insane. I'm like rabbit holing it like all the way through, you know, trying to see. And I'm watching the whole fucking film.
Now you're leaking people. Now you're leaking TikTok right now. Leaking. He said he watched the whole thing.
Hey, the whole thing.
By the way, the name of that
You're freezing up, Esteban.
I was gonna say you're like breakdancing over there, like it's like this, and it's like
Mosby. When you asked Luis what movie is that, I heard him say Wilson Phillips, and I was like, "What?" Man, that's a fucking reference for you.
Oh
Wilson
my gosh, Wilson Phillips.
The name of that podcast is The Exorcist Files, by the way.
Exorcist Files. Here's my plug for The Exorcist Files. If you like to be creeped out to podcasts, check it out.
There's one like semi-creepy episode. The other ones are fairly, you could hang. It's interesting.
I listened to tales and all that stuff. It's just the visual stuff. A Jack director says the whole thing, sorry, I'm old, so I'm guessing that's cuz.
Short for
anyway, and I don't know what the whole thing is in reference to. If you want to add to that,
no camera,
no.
Yeah, well, see, that's how I hear it in my head, but I didn't. I just want to make sure.
Wow, fun.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
I have a trivia question.
Yay!
This one's hard.
Damn it!
This one's hard.
If this one's hard.
It might not be hard. I feel like it will.
What is beast blood type?
It's all Disney. I could go Marvel trivia.
Oh, not that Beast.
Beast from
Beast as in Beauty and the Beast.
See, my brain.
All right, this girl is nerd
I've been
at
watching
heart.
Renfield. It's because I've been watching Renfield. That's why. So Nicholas,
She's like, you talking about Hank McCoy?
Now we're talking about Hank like that.
You talking about the Prince, homie?
Talking about Hank McCoy? My science teacher? Okay. They had him as a whole ass chemistry teacher in X-Men Evolution. That shit cracked me up. He came to work with the blue fur. Like, get out of here, sir. We can't have him teaching the kids like this.
X-Men Evolution was not a good cartoon, but I watched every episode. I watched every episode.
It was not bad.
I watched it all.
It wasn't the X-Men we grew up with, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't awful, but it was definitely they were very clearly trying to make it hip and cool for the kids.
It seemed like it fell along with the line with the fucking movies where fucking Wolverine was the star and
Much older, and everyone else
Like-
were children.
Like my fuck you is Wolverine and the X-Men. Because so many people, like some people love
I did
Cyclops,
like that one.
They love
Wolverine and the X-Men
No,
was a good.
right, but I'm saying if it wasn't for you, Jackman, like you know what I mean? Like they try to, I don't know, it's just the studio just makes it. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But
No.
before I forget, in that same like timeline, there was an animated series called The Batman, which was actually quite enjoyable. Where they kind
We all
of
know that, Andres.
they kind of slow. Sorry, just in case nobody saw it.
I think we all did.
I was in fucking high school when that came out.
I think we all did,
In
Andres.
case somebody didn't see it, that was
I never saw the Batman.
that was an
I hear
really
good things.
enjoyable. See, thank you. You see, Mo?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not joking? You're not being
It
so
had that weird baseline beginning, right? Like boo doo doo. Yeah.
Y'all talking about the Batman animated series?
Not the Batman, not Batman the animated series.
Okay, see,
Not
I was
Batman.
getting confused because I was.
Okay,
No,
hold
there's
on.
one called The Batman.
Okay, see,
And
now-
they keep
There's like
referring to him
isn't there an
as
episode
the
where he
Batman.
fights Dracula?
Every time they refer to Batman, they refer to him as the Batman.
yes, the Batman, very first. I don't like that at all. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, but the trivia question, I didn't forget. I'm ready. And this one's tricky. How many puppies did Perdita and Pongo originally have?
All that. I heard every P and S is
That's why I made sure I got it right.
How many Pongo? How many what?
How many puppies did Perdita and Pongo originally have?
Oh shit.
Rolly, Lucky. That's all I know.
See, let you know some names because I
got-
forgot the names.
I was gonna make gang member references.
I'm
but
gonna
that was
go with 6.
6 is on the
No.
board.
It wasn't 6. It was much more than 6.
And Cruella was a heck of hype.
Oh,
She was
and then
like,
they-
"I'm about to make this nice
the
ass
little
coat."
the little guy
Yeah, when he's
Yeah,
says a
working-
number right
Yeah.
when he does it. He says a number.
37.
37 is on the board.
that's a shit ton of puppies,
That's a
man.
lot of puppies. I don't know what kind of
You
dogs
think
you've been rocking with.
Pernita be just fucking
Perdita.
launching out
God,
puppies?
there's like 37 dicks. 37.
Not in a row.
Pongo just going to town, just busting clips, huh? He just dropping
I'm
clips.
quoting Kevin Smith movie or Clerks.
Pongo dropping clips. These are my babies.
Oh, it's a low ass number when he finally says the number. Fuck.
You're right, Mose.
7. I'm gonna go with 7.
Okay, we've got 37, 6 and 7 on the board. Andres,
2.
come on now.
2.
2. The answer was 15. She has
Ah.
15 puppies. And that last
That's a
one,
shit ton
37.
of puppies.
Was that the number? 15 was
Yes.
the one when he rubs it. Yeah.
rub, 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 rub.
But he rubbed it out. To make
Lucky
sense.
number 15. He rubs it out, but
I mean, 15's still higher than my record, so
Oh, 15.
Oh, boy.
And
Oh
cancel.
my gosh. Oh, okay. One more. What was Nemo's mother's name?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
oh shit.
Cordelia.
What? Cordelia.
Did you really pull that out? Is that a thing?
Did you really believe me?
Never say that
Yeah,
again,
you
Luis.
looked very confident.
Did.
Also, did you really pull that out? Will be made into something. I don't think I've seen Finding Dory, but I've never seen Nemo.
Y'all are
Claire.
making us sad. Claire. I like how you're sticking with C's. First
I was gonna say I did get the C part.
Claire's a fat girl's name. That is from Breakfast Club.
That is for breakfast.
The timing's getting better. I like it.
I like it.
Well, he presses it as soon as we start talking, and then it just
He's like, I hope it's a bomb. I hope it's a bomb.
about it.
I got nothing. I have no
Nemo,
idea.
Oh, I thought Claire was it. Fuck, my bad.
It's not Claire. Anybody in the audience think you know what Nemo's mother's name is? You can see my TV going in the back.
I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I know.
That
Is that Hunger Games?
I feel like I better turn the TV off.
I don't think anybody's dressed like that in Hunger
I'm gonna
Games.
just pivot the camera like this.
He ain't got a shirt on. There it is.
It's gonna be Eyes Wide Shut.
Showgirls.
So the answer was the answer was Coral. The mom's name was Coral, guys.
Coral.
Because they live. Where do they live, guys? They live in Coral Reef.
Coral.
Coral, like in Walking Dead.
Bruh.
Loved you in Walking Dead.
Oh man, so good. Next topic, Andres.
Next topic is Beetlejuice gets its release date set of September 16, 2024.
Ooh, will I even remember? Will I even?
And it was confirmed that Jenna Ortega is playing Lydia Dietz's daughter.
You've used that for both good and bad, so I don't know what
I'm
that is.
confused. Do we like There we go. Esteban, what do you think?
I think I'm just more excited to see Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice again. That's all. You know, this falls under the category of things that we didn't ask for, but we're still getting. So, I'm not hating it yet, nor will I hope to hate it. I like I said, I'm just more excited to see Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice.
Folks love Michael Keaton, don't we? We love
Michael Keaton's the best.
Michael Keaton, wherever you are, we love you, man. We really do. You have
He stopped acting so he can be a dad. Did you know that?
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
especially
he
because
stopped acting to be a dad.
He could afford it. So,
like Rick Moranis.
Oh, Rick Moranis. I also love Rick Moranis.
Also true.
Andres, what do you think?
It's cool, I guess. I'm whatever about it. I don't care. I love Beetlejuice, the original one. I don't know, when it comes to like these long hiatus and then you decide to make a movie, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Right? Which audience are you trying to appeal to?
I mean, I'll watch it.
This audience, the breadwinners of this current generation, they're catering to this group.
I mean,
fair, very fair.
Because think about it, when we were kids, they were coming out with the real life, the live action like Flintstones, and our parents took us to go see it, which we enjoyed it, but they were showing us what they watched as kids, and so it's studios cater to, all right, who's making money right now, who's in the workforce, and so then we have succeeded in getting old enough to now we make money, and it's like, oh, Transformers was the thing when you were kids. Now here's 1,000 movies about it. Oh, you guys were into comic books, 1,000 movies about it. And then, oh, you guys watch like Dumb and Dumber, Beetlejuice. Like it's we're getting a lot of them. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's happening. Nothing we can
do. I don't know. It's going to be, I mean, a lot of what makes Beetlejuice are the little asides, the little jokes that he kind of threw in there that either they were in the script or even if they weren't, they were like fucking, he started off as a comedian and that was like kind of the main reason they didn't want him to be Batman, like comedian as Batman. And I was like, well, fucking Adam West wasn't, no offense, homie, love ya, but it wasn't like fucking Batman. It was like, woo. Brush your teeth, Robin. Like it wasn't fucking I lost my fucking parents, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very true.
But anyway, moving along. I'm not talking shit. There's different iterations of Batman, that's all I'll say. But anyway, fucking Multiplicity was awesome. Totally he's just a great actor, and I've said this on a million shows.
That was a pull.
Remember the Snowman movie?
Yeah.
Jack Frost.
Always
Jack Frost.
Not the rated R version.
Not the rated R version.
No, I don't. I remember the Snowman. I don't remember Jack Frost.
Well, Jack Frost is him in the Snowman.
Well, I thought there were two different movies called Jack Frost and
there is a second movie called Jack Frost. That's the one where he meets up with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. Clearly Jenna Ortega's in it because she's the new girl. Right, and it obviously works with Beetlejuice. fucking hopefully, obviously they have to bring back Winona Ryder, but unless they
Will
fuck
they
up.
though? I haven't seen any.
I hope they do. I hope it's not a fucking weird like now I'm gonna try to marry you. Like I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. It's gonna be fucking cool. Also, too, do you guys they always do this where the bad guy in the first one, and then now we need him to save us. Do you think it's gonna be that?
Yes.
I hope not.
We need Beetlejuice to save us.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought the bad guy you meant Lydia's parents, but homeboy's dead, and he was a
Otho.
Creed.
Otho. Yeah, and the redhead, the father. No, he was just getting yelled at. But yeah, Otho, right? Otho was the main protagonist of so far as trying to make Beetlejuice happen.
Mom was in Schitt's Creek, and we loved that.
Yeah.
We loved her. We loved her in Schitt's Creek.
Moira Rose.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to say the name Moira without going full Moira, you know?
Moira Rose.
Moira Rose. You can't help yourself. Like, try saying it without an accent. Moira? I don't know. Moira it is. I feel like it's written that way on purpose. Like, you have no choice but to put the lilt when you say it.
Put some hot sauce on it when you say it. Absolutely.
Put a shillelagh on it. You're good. Oh, fun. All right, Andres, next topic.
Next topic is it looks like Marvel is setting up Null to be the big bad.
Who's big bad? The big bad?
The
moving away from Kang?
Yeah, apparently.
No, as in like the ultimate big bad, as in final boss big bad.
Like leading to okay. How are they planning? Did the article share how they're planning to introduce? Who's he fighting first? Is this a Thanos kind of thing, sitting behind the cloud?
Yeah, does he have a henchman that's gonna
right? I was plotting with
His
these
henchmen
guys.
are all the symbiotes.
Right. So we're crossing. Are they combining universes finally?
Probably.
Or is this just Sony's big bad?
It's Marvel, so it's not just Sony. So they're yeah.
Anybody got any excitement for Null?
I mean, it's cool that we're getting a new character that they're gonna set up, but it's like it seems like they still have work to do before they get there. So it's like, okay, cool story, but fucking let me know when we're closer to it. I don't care.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a
right.
stretch to introduce that character into the MCU when we've only seen symbiotes like that in one universe. Like we can't bring, even though they had Venom peek into the end of, what was the last Spider-Man called?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
So close to home.
That one, going home, the home, my home, your home, everyone's home, whichever one Spider-Man was trying to break into or whatever.
You can never go home again.
We can never go home again. The home we once had is gone. Like that's
Home
what
sweet home. Anything with home in it.
Spider-Man Home Alone. Yeah.
Exactly. Good one.
Spider-Man home is where the heart is. So that's just where it is. Like he peeked in at the end and he's like, this guy's familiar. And
yeah, that last scene made no sense. It reminded me of the scene at the end of Incredible Hulk. Where Tony Stark was in it, and he's like, I'm putting together the Avengers. Like, no, you're not.
No, you're
like,
not.
It's I imagine you most standing up in the theater. No, you're not. You're not doing this.
What? Where's Nick Fury at?
But it was like, it was a, hey, let's call this person up. Let's make a cute little Easter egg. Ended up getting a buzz, and then they decided to do all this stuff. And so this kind of felt the same way. It's just like, oh, he looks familiar, he looks tasty, and then he disappears. Or it just it was messy, and it was like, you guys are reaching. I mean, of course Sony was reaching because the only thing that they had of any type of value is Spider-Man, and they thought they were going to get him back after this movie, and then Disney ended up throwing more money at him. Like, hey, let's use him a little bit longer. We're like, okay.
And we watched it too.
Because they don't have fucking shit for him to do.
Right. And they were so excited to like, oh, let's mesh the worlds together, because like when you look at the No Way Home in the lens that Sony was fully aware this is the last movie they were going to have in partnership with Marvel. You see them say, okay, we're going to do this spell, but no one's going to know who you are. Are you okay with this? And he's like, yeah, that's my ultimate sacrifice, which is in the comic books, it says A New Day, when they did the soft reboot of Amazing Spider-Man. So it was very story correct, A. B, he went away from the Stark tech. And so you see him at the very end of the movie, he makes the like bright suit. Yeah. And it's like they really cut all ties from it. And then now he's still part of the same universe. So I'm excited to see that. Whether or not we get this villain from the vet, because it's not even that old of a villain as far as I know.
But probably maybe like a good 5-6 years old.
Right, I'm like, Eddie Brock as Venom hasn't been that long of a run, and then the Venom we were introduced to, who would even recognize any one of those Spider-Man, was not that character. Like Topher Grace, not Topher Grace. Wait, yes,
Tom Hardy.
Grace, yes, Topher Grace's character who becomes Venom. It has no character parallel in the Sony. So I'm just like, how can this be a multiverse if you've never been to any of their verses? Unless you're telling us you were somehow in their verse, then magically through space travel ended up in Tom Hardy's verse? Because how would he even recognize those Spider-Man? That's what I was thinking at the end. I was like, how do you even know this?
This makes no sense. Yeah.
Right. So I was like, now you got to give us a Venom movie that showed he was interacting with these Spider-Mans.
Because this Venom character clearly has abilities of Spider-Man, which in the comic books, it's because he attached himself to Spider-Man, got some of his DNA, and so that's why you got the big fucking tarantula logo on your. Inconsistencies are there,
Right? The plot holes
are definitely there.
The plot holes are plotting. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but they're just like action.
What do you think?
We're gonna see him be quippy, and it's like Venom was never quippy. He's gonna do it anyway. Like
we're gonna make him jokey. Everybody loves jokes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ash. What are you thinking?
Even if they did a story where, like, fucking, my whole thing is to kill you, and then at the end of it, like, for some reason, say fucking Spider-Man managed to separate the symbiote from Eddie Brock, but somehow trusted him and then it was always going to be like, well, I'll kill you another time, but the symbiote and him always know, like, fuck, I'm always kind of in debt to you, but I'm always gonna, like in the comic books, like, I could kill you at any fucking time, but let's go get Carnage. Let's go get fucking whatever. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just that whole, like, big brother, I'm gonna kick your ass vibe. I spit on that, sorry. But you know what I mean?
You're at home, man. It's cool.
But fucking just, if somebody could put a whole story for you, just shut the fuck up and get your paycheck. Especially now. Like, just shut up, bro. Like,
shut up and work.
Oh, okay. Bring in Electro and do something with him. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Just shut up.
Electro.
You don't do well, and then you give up on it. And then, if it wasn't for it being successful at the end, that gave credence to fucking Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. But it was like, these are people you fucking gave up on. And now it's like, hey guys, remember him? Like, fuck you.
Well, side note, they didn't exactly give up on Andrew Garfield. He pissed off the Sony Japan. He was late to a meeting, which Sony Japan execs thought it was disrespectful. And so that's where they pulled the plug.
Whack. Because we wanted more of him.
So then he did get
Right, well, he did, but it wasn't out of like, oh, we lost our faith in him. They were already planning a 3, and they're just like, you know what, fuck this guy. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Oh, I didn't know
fuck the millions of dollars and the fucking fans because he showed up late.
I did not know Japan was punking us like that.
I
said punking. I'm getting right up in the mic. I didn't know they was punking us like that.
He got like a lot of heat for it. I mean, I didn't really look too much into it, other than I was one of the few people that actually enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Same.
2 was a reach.
Two
was cute.
But I really enjoyed 1. I really enjoyed 1.
I loved 1 a lot.
I did.
Oh, thank you guys. Where were you guys fucking 10 years ago?
I listened to the podcast, you dick for brains.
The brains for dicks. This guy.
When it went to Disney Plus, I just watched part 1 or rewatched 1 last week. And I was like, fuck, dude.
It's a good movie.
I cried when Gwen died. I cried a little bit.
Oh, I cried when Gwen died. But you see, I know.
Right? That shit is real.
But even just Andrew Garfield, he has and I know we talked about this before, so I won't get too much into it, but he has the ability to just turn on the waterworks. There's a scene in the first one where he comes home and he's beat up from fucking fighting thugs or whatever. And Aunt May is like, "Where have you been?" He's like, "Mom, just go to her. Aunt May, go to sleep." She's like, "I can't sleep. You're out." Like that whole interaction. I was like, I'm
don't
just
you
trying
understand?
to,
I can't sleep.
Right. And then at the very end of the movie, when she's no longer asking questions, but there's a subtlety of like, oh, she knows, you know, when he's like all beat up and he like takes out the eggs out of his backpack, like, which he didn't get the 3 scenes earlier, and they got into that big fight, and she just hugs him without saying a fucking word. But you grilled him 30 minutes earlier into the movie. I'm like, no, you fucking know he's Spider-Man. You're not saying anything. And that you as a viewer, you're just
she does his laundry, so maybe she figured it out.
She probably saw the blood stains.
But yeah, like that movie had a lot of layers to it, and it felt real. It felt good. And Andrew Garfield has a smart ass ability to like talk shit.
Yes.
Oh god.
I know I fucking always do this, but Tobey Maguire was my Spider-Man, and then fucking Andrew Garfield, when he came along, it was sarcastic, sticking up for the little guy, even though he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Fucking going through the biggest thing of his uncle dying, and then the guy that's been bullying him this whole entire time, finally, like, they connect on a level of death. And just the whole, the nerd gets the girl, like everything was like check on Ash's fucking check boxes. Skater, fucking it was awesome, and then the puns of like, he has you on his computer, like little fucking
yeah.
Great,
as opposed to you're the one that's out, Gobby, out of your mind. Like even when I was a kid watching that, I'm like, this is horrible writing, but
that was the first time like we did get to see through Spider-Man's eyes, going through the city, going through, like, before you used to see before you just see I'm climbing up a wall, but now we got with CGI and everything. It was fucking amazing.
Well, that movie, I remember when it hit theaters, it was sold like heavily pushed in marketing with 3D. And so there's if you watch Amazing Again, which I know you said you watched it recently, you see those parts where he's in slow motion, he's like jumping, like that's clearly made for the fucking 3D glasses, like, oh.
What are you thinking up there, Esteban?
He's still he pressed something 20 minutes ago. He's waiting for him to play.
He was patiently waiting for the sound effect to kick in.
It's a new toy. All right, it's a new toy. It's a new toy.
As soon as he hits stop record, it's gonna be.
No, fucking shit.
No, I mean, I'm excited that it's a new character, that Noel's a new character that they're thinking about bringing on. But I don't think we're necessarily ready for that. How about we establish some foundation with him first before we move on? Because we already saw, I mean, if they're pulling from what we saw in Thor: Love and Thunder, that Gore used the necro blade, which is actually Noel's weapon, it's a bit of a stretch if that's what they're going based off of. So I don't know. It's like, is it cool? Yeah, it's cool, but I don't think we're ready for something like that yet.
Ooh, okay.
So Guardians is not phase 4 either, right? Like, they're going with a whole new.
Guardians is phase 4.
It is.
We are in phase 4 right now.
But I thought this was the last Guardians. Oh, phase 4. I'm sorry. Okay. But it's not going to be like Endgame where Guardians is going to be in it, because this was the last.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they've already made a statement that Quill will be back.
Don't spoil stuff for folks who haven't seen the film. You have to say spoiler warning.
Mouth, motherfucker.
Oh, I so wanted that guy to die. Oh, I don't mean Peter Quill.
Damn, we do not speak for Andres. He speaks for himself.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I haven't seen Guardians yet.
Nice.
You haven't seen Guardians yet?
Huh?
No, Stefan? You haven't seen Guardians yet?
I haven't seen Ant-Man yet, dude.
I haven't seen Ant-Man yet either, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, samesies.
I might as well wait because 6 days is going to be on Disney Plus. So,
Not 6 days.
You know what I had thought of? I can't remember his name. Who plays Quang?
Chris Pratt.
What?
Chris Pratt?
No, Quang. The bad guy in
Quang?
Hang. Sorry. Quang is a
Who the
character.
fuck's Quang?
Who's Quang?
Quang. Are you you're talking about Jonathan Majors? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Jonathan Majors.
God.
I thought because of
Also known as Quang in certain
Quang.
circles.
Oh no, it's Quang.
Fuck's
I thought he would have been a good fucking Spawn.
Well,
Jonathan Majors, fuck
Especially
yeah.
with the situation.
You could,
I
you
don't think that
Okay,
shit's
well,
happening
said-
anymore,
Go
dude.
ahead
You
and
said
forget about that.
especially because of his situation. There's
You
nothing
go
like
ahead
a
and
woman that
forget
beats on
about
a nothing like a dude that beats on his woman. That
Yeah.
really really makes me think of Spawn.
right here was like, you know,
Fuck that sounded.
I
so
didn't.
fucked up.
I didn't see it before, but once I heard about the allegations,
once he started punching people, then I got it.
Spawn.
Spawn, yo.
Finish him.
Hey, speaking of
Rose jokes
Spawn,
on
there-
Luis's jokes and
Fuck,
hey,
I'm sorry.
no, seriously though.
Yeah.
Speaking of Spawn, they're like the studio's gonna have to go back and do some major recasting because God forbid something happens to Jamie Foxx.
I was just about to say it.
Wait, Jimmy
I
Fox.
thought you were gonna say something. I thought you were gonna say something bad right now. Just
No.
Dan. I thought you were gonna. Oh, I was gonna, don't say
Jamie
that.
Foxx has been in the hospital for like several weeks now.
For an undisclosed illness.
I heard
A
he.
lot of people are saying
I
there
heard
was a
he was
stroke.
poisoned.
Yeah, I thought it was a stroke.
I heard a rumor that he was poisoned. That somebody is trying to take him out for some
What?
comments he made about Diddy. That's the conspiracies for you. Apparently, he put Diddy on blast, and next thing they knew, he was in the hospital for unknown health complications. And then right after that, suddenly it was he had a stroke.
I think she just took us
Damn.
down with her, right?
I'm down the road.
Finish
I
him.
said the black Twitter hole, because that's where I found it on Black Twitter. Although Black Twitter, the OG, doesn't really exist anymore since Elon Musk came in and started fucking shit up. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to those holding it down. I'm almost out of beer.
My favorite part is that you have the best mic of all of us, but you're still all.
I can't tell everybody can hear me.
She's trying
I
not
feel
to.
The next train will be in.
She's
15
trying not to
minutes.
have Diddy find us. Okay. She's trying
Okay,
to
I also wanted to have the word being
She's all-
when I said it.
she fucking Diddy killed Tupac. Diddy killed Biggie. Now Diddy's gonna fucking kill us if we keep it up.
Well, that's-
Yeah, right?
apparently-
She was trying to
apparently
hide
he's
it, and then the fucking Ash over here is all putting her on blast.
And that's how the show was canceled.
Run.
Good night, everybody.
Cruise arms. Tom Cruise arms.
Run. That's just, yeah. The run should have played first.
Oh gosh. Okay, trivia time.
Trivia.
I don't ever stop with trivia. What name did Ursula go by when she took her human form?
God damn.
Veronica. No, but
Vanessa.
Veronica.
Vanessa.
Vanessa or Veronica?
Vanessa or Veronica?
Vanessa.
What do you pick
Veronica.
one? You go
Veronica.
with Veronica's on the board.
Vanessa.
Vanessa's on the board.
Fuck, I think it's Vanessa.
I'm gonna go with Ursula. Ursula. Right. I had nothing. I was running. I was dry.
Andres, you got a guess?
Penelope.
Penelope. The correct answer is Vanessa. Hey.
Give me my 1
Get it,
point.
Disney. Okay.
Give me my 1
Yeah.
point.
Take
Are
your
you throwing up
point,
West
sir.
Side? You're frozen, homie. Throwing up West Side, by the way.
Luis has had the only point the whole game for getting Toy Story right off the bat. Congrats. Now you guys are tied. Let's keep it going. I want to see if I can find another tricky one. Ooh, what is the name of Pixar's lamp mascot?
Oh
Did
shit!
you know it had a name?
Fuck, I didn't know it was Lighty. I don't know.
Lighty.
Lampy.
That's actually a good. That's a good guess.
Lighty is
Lampy. Lampy
What?
lamp.
Lampy.
Light B lamp is on the board. Anybody?
I'm going with
know
Lighty.
I'm gonna go with Pixie.
Pixie. Okay. I didn't know this myself, so this one's a new. I would have gotten this one.
I don't know if it's Esteban is thinking or if he's frozen again.
He's frozen.
He's frozen and probably thinking at the same time. Anybody in the audience now? Any of you Twitchers?
No, nobody in the audience.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is Luxo Jr. Luxo Jr.
That's clearly named after an exec or something.
You know it is.
Yeah.
How does that have to do with Pixar?
That's what I'm saying. That's not a cute name for a lamp.
It's not a cute name for a lamp. A lighter would have been better. Light blue lamp would have been better. Luxo.
I like Lampy better.
Lampy.
Love lamp.
Lamp.
Stefan's frozen again in his same pose.
Not frozen. I'm right here.
Oh,
I
your
can-
we
screen-
can hear
He's
you.
frozen, son. He's frozen.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
He'll be back.
Okay. Next topic, Andres. Next topic. Oh, we all
Next
doing those?
topic is.
All of
That you can see my dick from here.
Oh,
I'm so glad it was relevant to the conversation.
and his hands still haven't moved.
You can see my dick from here.
So the next topic is Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu are becoming one app.
They said, we see you, HBO Max. We see you, and we raise you. Two better networks. Dun, dun.
Ooh,
What's that cat's name, Luis? What's that cat's name?
Ray,
Ray. I feel like you said that before, and I should pay more attention.
you also don't like cats, so the idea that you're actually asking me about my cat, that's a step up.
You're lucky that I enjoy your company enough to care about your cats.
To hang out with me virtually.
Virtually only.
Virtually only.
Because
Disney
fuck your
Plus.
cats, Luis.
You said Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus are joining to make you have what? Another cable bill. Congratulations.
There's nothing about it being all merged. Like, it's not going to be the same price, right? It's not going to be $20 because it's all one.
It's three major things. There's no way.
They'll probably
And
add
that's
$5
the
to
number
it
one
at
thing
least.
is that people are like, is it going to stay at the same price? You think you're not about to drop $50 for those?
Yeah, I was gonna say it. That shit's gonna be $50.
Well, not 50, but what they're probably going to do is they're going to add a premium tier. Oh, do you like no commercials? That's an extra $10. If you want to keep the same shit you got
Dude,
now,
that'd be some bullshit.
it will be.
Gosh.
Watching
It will be.
Hulu with commercials is the worst
The
motherfucking thing
fucking
in the
worst.
world.
It's like watching Funimation with commercials. They're going to
Dude.
play the same ad
Fuck
4
that
times
bullshit.
before you get to
What
the-
is it?
Dude,
Yeah.
and they're always like, if you ever see Hulu with like ads, it's always HIV fucking medication. Dude, always. Like, my wife and I are like, what the fuck is going on?
HIV. How many people have HIV?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm catching up on Mayans right now, and every other fucking
Mayans.
commercial is about HIV or HPV, and I'm like, come the fuck on, man.
What
How's
else?
this season? Is the season good? Mayans?
I haven't caught up. I'm still on the previous one, catching up.
Me
You
too.
binge all of Mayans in one sitting, like I did. It took me.
Yeah.
It took me a few years to watch it because I was just like,
Me
I
too.
don't need a Sons of Anarchy knockoff. The pandemic came, and well, suddenly I could go for a Sons of Anarchy knockoff.
So I saw some Sons of Anarchy when it first came out, and I was super into it, but I couldn't get back into it for the Mayans. So I finally got my wife into Sons of Anarchy, so we did that run through, and now we're watching Mayans,
Rosa.
and we're like on the third season right now. So
I love it.
Right on.
Good. It surprised me.
it's really
Me and
good.
Dana saw one of the
He's a good
actors
character.
from Mayans on
Oh, really?
Walking Down the Beat. I've never seen Mayans, I want to because of this actor.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the
tall?
show Good Girls?
Oh.
Yes, some of it. That fine ass Mexican dude.
Yes,
Every
that's
time
him.
he goes, get in the car, Elizabeth.
Yeah, that dude. So they casted him in the recent season of Mayans.
Oh, okay.
And so we were binging the show. His name is Manny something, and we're binging Good Girls. Great fucking show, by the way. Where we live, like maybe a block away from where the beach is, and so me and Dana on Sundays, because we're old, we go for a fucking walk. And as we're walking, we see him. Like, we were just binging the show, so we're like, that's fucking him. I have no doubt in my mind. But of course, me and Dana went to go have brunch, so we were fucking mimosa up, so we're pretty toasty.
Are you that guy? Are you that guy?
Manny Montana. Just keep
Are you a good
Manny
girl?
Montana. Manny Montana. Thank you.
Are you on the show Good Girl?
Hey, he has
back my wife. Like, watch.
He has
Can you just?
He has a Long Beach tattoo on his tricep, and so we're walking by, and Dana's he's just like staring at him.
Nice.
And we walk past him, and she nudges me really loudly and says, "That's Manny Montoya." And like I turn to look at him, and he turns to look at me. He's with his kid. He's like pushing him on a little like bike.
Oh.
And when he looks over at us, all I do is wave at him, and I'm like, and I just said, "Big fan," and he's like, "Thanks, bro." Like all like cholo, and I'm like, oh shit. So like you better believe like we start following him on socials. We started thought he was the coolest dude.
And didn't interrupt him with his kid. Like it was kind of like
it was a cool
let's get
thing.
A fucking you didn't fucking hey on live, let's just say like you
right.
get all
no, he just said thanks, bro. Like very like and then that was
fine in real life. Was he just as fine?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Oh yeah.
And so then and it was right around that time when he announced that he was gonna be on the new season of Mayans. So I was like, and then Dana's like, we need to watch Mayans now. So
he was so good on there. They did a good job.
Esteban's like, I haven't played a sound effect in 10 minutes.
Are you picking on him?
He's waiting for
it. He's trying to spice it up for us.
Leave that man alone.
Leave that man alone. Esteban, did you watch Mayans?
We're in the middle of it right now.
Do you like Manny Montoya like the rest of us do?
He hasn't. Like me.
I haven't gotten there yet. We're still in season 1, so we're not there yet.
Hurry up!
I'm where the brother knows the secret, but I haven't gotten past that.
Easy is a hell of a character. Hell of a character. And that actor playing him, he foreign too. I meant to ask also him as well. Angel foreign too. I was sitting there like, just like choices. Coco crazy ass with the long braids. Come see me. Choices.
You could go to his coffee shop in Pasadena.
Is Coco the really skinny guy?
He seems like a cool ass dude.
He's always on live. He's a really skinny guy with the
broken nose.
He just seems like a cool ass dude.
He does seem like a cool dude.
He's always doing live
some shit though.
He's definitely been through some shit.
Hell yeah. He came on in that the show with John Bernthal, his podcast.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah. I was about to say he was on that show and like he like opened up big time to him. So
I remember how he used to say
I like how Luis is just like, why are you picking on him? And then he just fucking does the robot shit.
I remember how we used to say on the old show that I was gonna pay for fucking Ash's a new mic. It looks like I went or Carmen's internet. Looks like I'm gonna pay for someone's internet too.
Damn. One fucking time.
You've been in the same pose for the last 10 minutes. It's pretty entertaining for us.
My favorite pose was the West Side pose, though.
And then he argued that it wasn't.
Just like Esteban.
And he's like, you can see my tick from here. And he was like, it's all frozen.
He's going to be like, fuck you guys, I quit.
Fuck this, no sound effects.
You can see on the social that Esteban has departed from the show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm on trivia question. I must keep slamming them at you guys because we never get to really do the trivia. So who is Miguel's idol in Coco?
Oh,
Who is Miguel's?
Oh,
His
Esteban has to know
grandfather, but I
this.
don't know his name.
Was it?
Well,
I need to watch the movie again. I see.
no, it's the guy, and then he ends up finding out his
What's
the
his
guy's
name though? Well, what's his name? Remember me, right?
Yeah, I know this fucking song, but
Though I have to travel far, remember me. Don't sue us,
I feel like
Disney.
any guess and it's wrong, it's gonna come out racist.
Oh, why he's all speedy.
I'm gonna go with the first name. I don't remember the last name. I think I'm getting an Ignacio.
Ooh,
Ignacio.
Yeah.
Ignacio on the board.
I feel I will concur. I tap out, but yeah, I feel like
Ignacio
it's
is on the board. Anyone else would like to guess a Mexican name? Anybody?
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
There it fucking is.
Would
That's
anyone
it.
else like to guess a Mexican
Ernesto, Ignacio, fucking same thing.
I mean, Ernesto, Ignacio, those don't seem the same, but
Tomato,
Andres
tomato.
said it, so it must be true. Esteban gets a second point. Ernesto de la Cruz is the correct.
Oh, you asshole.
Remember me. Benjamin Bratt. Shout out to Benjamin Bratt for playing that character.
Oh, very cool.
Yes, I love me some Benjamin.
I didn't know that.
Choices.
Is he the one that sings, or is he the voice of the?
Both. He does.
Oh, very cool.
He sings as well. He's very
Benjamin
talented.
Bratt from Blood In and Blood Out.
Yes. Wait, that's all you know him from? Blood In and Blood Out?
Of course,
I know
not,
him from
but-
fucking Demolition Man.
Miss Congeniality.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I know him as.
Hey, why are you talking shit about Miss Congeniality?
I'm not. I'm just saying that's not the movie I know him from. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sandy B forever.
Oh hell yeah, I agree.
Some sand in your vagina. Oh, what? Sorry. Next topic.
Move it on.
I thought somebody said Sandy V. So I was like, oh, you got some sand in your vagina.
Sandy B. Sandra Bullock.
Nice.
Yeah, you're gonna finish just fine. If there was any
Ain't
kind
that
of
some shit?
hesitancy towards you being with us, it's all gone. You have sand in your vagina.
Sand in your vagina. I was about to say maybe we should read Nancy Drew in the Beach Caper because that can explain to us how Kyle got the sand in his vagina. It's a Cartman shtick. It's a South Park joke.
What is
That's
going
why I
on
heard
here?
Sandy V, and I was like, oh,
What's going on here?
I will Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sandy V. Got it. Ding, ding, ding. Got it. Next topic.
The next topic isn't really a topic, I guess. Pokemon, Florida. Woo.
What? What's going on with the Pokemon in Florida? They exist or what?
It's
real.
Do they exist?
Apparently,
Weird.
Ash had sent us a video that there was this guy trying to capture alligator with a trash can.
Oh,
And
that made the article.
So,
I gotta watch
was
what I share.
crazy though.
I'm sharing memes. I'm not sharing news all the time. There
well,
was a
it'd be nice
guy.
if you did share news.
There was a
Maybe
guy.
not the
that
duplicate
was-
news
it
that we've
was-
already sent.
There was a guy that tried to
Hmm.
capture. It was those tall trash cans with the wheels on the back. And I'm gonna say this: he had balls, dude. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that it could have went bad. I mean, he was scared as fuck, which is absolutely
Warranted.
understandable. But he got a fucking alligator to crawl into the fucking trash can so he could pick it up and blah blah blah. But it was like 3 minutes of him trying to get it in there. But like, yeah, no, fuck that. No, look that shit up because that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. All right, well, talking about Pokemon, just a cute little thing because we're all relatively around the same age group. Ash.
I don't like the look you gave me.
I didn't give a look to anybody.
Old
Ash Ketchum from the original Pokemon cartoon finally finished his Pokemon quest last month.
25 years later.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After 25 years, and he finally became a Pokemon master. He didn't catch everything. He sucked at that, but he was really good at battling. And so he fought the Pokemon champion and beat that person. So now he became a Pokemon master. As that last fight was happening, which I didn't see, but I saw the highlights of it. I want to be the very best like a redo with the original voice, the original singer
I need to hear
of the team that did it, re-sang the song during the battle to like make you all emotional and bring it like everything has led up to this.
They're gonna do it for 4 years and then be like, hey, Ash, the one you didn't catch, he's back.
Nah, I think he's done. Because there is a theory. After 25 years, he never aged. The theory is that he's in a coma.
That's the theory. He's been in a coma.
You heard that? I think that's an interesting theory of he's dreaming that like in the first episode of Pokemon, he gets electrocuted by Pikachu and he electrocutes all the Pidgeots. And so they like pass out on the floor, and that supposedly the theory is that he falls into a coma. So he travels as a 12-year-old kid through each land. But the reason he doesn't age is because it's not really happening. It's all in his head. And we're watching what's going on in his head because every season he's like in the Kanto region, he's in the Sinnoh region, all these different, and those are the only ones I know. Because the original
Island. Orange Island.
Right, yeah. The original 150 was all that I really knew. And I've been playing them after that, but I stopped caring. Like, all I ever do when I play those new Pokemon games is I catch the ones that I recognized.
Right? Like you just gotta be like Pidgeot, Gojo.
Yeah, we're trying. Oh, the Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all. Did you see the
There's
meme?
never a Sorry,
Did you see the meme where he takes his hat off and he's bald as shit? He's like,
you talking about me or I catch him?
Right? He's just got the hair around the edge and he's like, finally.
He's got a skull cap. We're just twisting it over and over.
Funny, that sucks.
Every time he twisted it around, he just ripped out all his hair. Like that's what was going on. Oh, classic.
I don't think we'll ever discuss theory. I know we're late, but he brought up theory. Did you see the Nintendo, excuse me, the Ninja Turtle theory?
Ooh, break it down for us.
So the theory, they didn't say the one about Leonardo, but the theory was their weapons were based on their personality. So Michelangelo was a party guy and couldn't focus, so you got the nunchucks so that you don't fucking fuck yourself up because you have to be focused
on it.
The Raphael was so angered and he was so fucking offensive that he got the size because those are mainly used for defense. And Donatello was so technological that he basically got a stick.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. Like it was, I don't know. Sometimes I think this is just what had happened, and this is for the story. And then somebody just puts that extra, like takes that little, and then like, hey, did you ever notice? And then it just turns into a fucking thing.
Yeah,
Mandela effect. Suddenly we all recognized it. Like when they said Winnie the Pooh was a representation of different mental disorders. Like Pooh is obesity and Eeyore is depression. Right? And
why would you do that to me?
And then Tigger's ADHD. And then
did you know that?
Like
no.
Yeah. Hey. And Kanga
you just broke Luis.
Like Kanga and Rue are an example of codependency because they never get away from each other. Right? Yeah. So it's like Christopher Robin is really just kicking it with several different mental disorders.
Because he's fucked up. Because he's messed up over.
Robin is fucked. Exactly. Like
because his parents are divorced or something.
He's got dissociative identity disorder. And so he's kicking with a bunch of inanimate objects.
Give that to David Fincher.
But then that's when he tries to get better, and that's when the Winnie the Pooh horror film happens. Because he'd be like, motherfucker, you trying to move along?
How dare you try to evolve?
Give me my honey.
Shirt off.
Rated X.
No.
So good. Oh my God.
All the topics.
Oh, we hit them. We did it. We did it, gang. I like it.
We did it.
We did it. Oh.
You got next week on it, Andres?
Damn it.
Okay.
And then SD serving them up for you.
I'm looking for one last good trivia question.
This
one's easy. Everyone's gonna get this one. Everyone should get this one.
Hold on, pause.
Yes.
Andres had a theory.
Go for it.
I was gonna say I have a feeling my IBS is gonna act out.
Shut up.
Kidding.
Awkward, gross. Thank you. Okay, what is Princess Jasmine's tiger's name?
Raja.
Raja's on the board.
That was so.
Huh?
We both said was pretty confident.
Yeah, I'm gonna just agree.
Anybody got an answer different than Raja?
No.
Good, because the answer is Raja. Yeah.
Raja.
Yes, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Esteban's the winner of the trivia because he really had the answers y'all couldn't come up with. And even though we had some of this, nailed it. Appreciate
it. Yeah, but he still whooped
and
her
the
ass.
sound effects, Esteban. Thanks for spicing it up.
Yeah.
Also want to there it is. Also want to give a shout out to anybody who checked in, commented, anybody that just watches us each week to make fun of us. We love your viewers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can find us on.
Don't forget to give the time of the flights that are coming out.
Damn, I'm trying to pull the next flight leaving LAX departs at 5. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. You can follow each of us individually. We all have several social media platforms. We're pretty cool, so I think. Anybody else? Shout outs, sayings. Don't forget Comix Podcast, Comix with an X.
The only thing that I would like to add before I give it back to you is it's not lost on us that you can be doing anything and you're tuning in and listening to this group of folks that we're just chopping it up, talking about different items. It genuinely isn't lost on us. Even for the folks that have been listening to us for years. I'm looking at you, Zach.
Yes.
For anybody that is listening, whether you're an old-time listener, new-time listener, it really does mean the world to us to share it with somebody else and be like, hey, check this out. They're talking about this movie, this episode, this whatever. Or for someone that has already done those things, to comment on a video on YouTube, to comment on TikTok, and to keep that conversation going. That type of engagement is infectious, and it costs nothing to you and literally means the world to us. So again, thank you guys for all of your support. We couldn't be doing this without you guys.
Ta-da! Thank you, team. Thank you, viewers. We'll be back next week. We're on live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Come by. Subscribe. Subscribe. Right? Sound effects.
Yeah.